On May 12, 1898, the state of Louisiana adopted a new constitution that created a poll tax, literacy and property ownership requirements, and a complex voter registration form, all designed and enforced to disproportionately disenfranchise black male voters. When the restrictive voting provisions were first proposed for the 1898 Louisiana Constitution, some white officials expressed concern that the property and literacy requirements would also disenfranchise an estimated 25% of the white male population of voting age. In response, lawmakers drafted a grandfather clause, which created an exception for those whose ancestors were registered to vote before 1867. This clause enabled many illiterate and poor white men to get around the literacy and property requirements. Louisiana laws before 1867 disenfranchised nearly all black men, both those enslaved and free. The 1898 Louisiana Constitution also eliminated the requirement of unanimous jury verdicts, allowing as much as 9-3 splits to still stand as a conviction. Because the U.S. Constitution now prevented states from wholly barring black people from jury service, this provision was enacted to render small numbers of black jurors inconsequential. Thomas Semmes, a former Confederate and now Democrat senator and head of the convention's Judiciary Committee, praised the provisions for success in its goals to, quote, establish the supremacy of the white race in this state to the extent to which it could be legally and constitutionally done, unquote. The 1898 Louisiana Constitution eliminated federally enforced voting rules that had disenfranchised black men in Louisiana during Reconstruction. As a result, the number of black registered voters dropped from 130,000 before the new Constitution to just 5,000 by 1900. By 1904, the number had dropped to just 1,000. Louisiana's 1898 Constitution was revised slightly in 1913, but most of its restrictive language remained until 1972. The non-unanimous jury rule remained in effect for more than a century, until Louisiana voters approved a constitutional amendment to abolish it just recently in November 2018.